Yo, what's going on with y'all guys? Welcome back to another episode of Basketball Unpopular Opinions. Today, we're going to be talking about the power rankings of the NBA. But before we get into that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you turn on that notification bell. That boosts the algorithm so that me and my videos are getting put out and pushed more. But as you know, basketball is coming up, and there's been a lot of trades in the offseason. So, this video we're gonna be breaking down power rankings, basically saying what team gonna do what seed and who gonna make the playoffs and who gonna be fighting for and who I think gonna win a championship. Now first, we gonna go with the West, cause the East, I ain't gonna lie, the East tough. So we gonna start with the West. All right. So we got the Warriors, we got the Clippers. This is not in order. Got the Warriors, you got the Clippers, you got the Lakers, you got the Nuggets, you got Minnesota, you got... Alright, so we got it broken down now. We got Suns, Grizzlies, Warriors, Mavericks, Jazz, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Pelicans, Clippers, Spurs, Lakers, Kings, Trailblazers, Thunder, Rockets. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and say straight off the jump, the Warriors are going to be the best team coming back because they all healthy. Klay Thompson gonna be able to play a full season, right? Stephen Curry, you're gonna have Draymond, you still gonna have that core. Now you got Jordan Poole, who is getting a champion, so he's more acclimated. Now you got Andrew Wiggins, a straight dog. You seen what he was able to do in the finals when the lights was bright. He was able to perform. You feel me? Like, the Warriors are gonna for sure be the #1 seed again. Cause Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, best backcourt in NBA history ever, two of the greatest shooters ever. Like, you just got to give them their respect. And then Draymond gonna be Draymond. Like, them all coming back together. James Wiseman, I didn't even mention him. James Wiseman is gonna be coming back. So for sure, Warriors gonna be #1. Now, #2, I'm gonna put them Clippers. Kawhi Leonard coming back. Paul George coming back. Paul George. Hey, they got John Wall. Now, I said John Wall, but listen, this is no disrespect to John Wall, but they're not going to be getting the Wizards John Wall. I think everyone know that. But John Wall is still going to be somewhat of a factor because he's not the leading scorer no more. He's not the primary ball handler. Like you, Kawhi Leonard, your #1 option. Paul George, your #2 option, which is a great option to have as your #2 is Paul George. And then, not Reggie Jackson. John Wall might be the 4th or the 5th scoring option. They might go to Marcus Morris or Reggie Jackson first before they go to John Wall. So John Wall can give you 10 to 15 a night, maybe give you like 6 assists. So that's what I mean. But the Clippers are loaded. They got Marcus Morris, they got Norman Powell, they got Zubac, they got Reggie Jackson, they got Kawhi Leonard, they got Paul George, Robert Covington. Like, them boys over there, they loaded. Next, we got the Grizzlies. Listen, Ja Morant, great basketball player, great leader, the things he be doing for that team. You got Desmond Bain, you got Dylan Brooks. Like, they got some real dogs over there. So I see them boys top 5 seeding. And last year they was #2. I really want to give them top 3. I don't know how, but the Grizzlies, their energy, man, they play up to their competition. So if they playing the Warriors, if they feel like the Warriors are the best team, the Grizzlies about to play like they feel like they the best team. I don't know, like, the Grizzlies is different, man. But next we got the Mavericks. Now everyone know Luka is that dude. Luka is the truth. Okay, he be carrying the Mavericks. Now they did lose Jalen Brunson, not gonna lie, but they did pick up Christian Wood. So now they got Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie is a great ball handler. Spencer Dinwiddie underrated in my eyes, but he came up big moments in the playoffs when they needed it. And now they got Christian Wood. Christian Wood is like a baby AD in my eyes. He gave you 20 and 10. Christian Wood can shoot. He can play defense. He can protect the paint. Like, he got a little pose. Like, Christian Wood is nice. Putting that with Luka, pick and roll, I feel like that's gonna be good. You know, Luka's gonna be Luka, so I don't know where to put them, but I'm gonna be honest. They making the playoffs. And Luka in the playoffs, he's a tough out because you seen what he did to them Suns. So, next we got the Jazz, which we're not even going to talk about the Jazz. They rebuilding mode, you know, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, them boys out of there. So, we're going to move down to we're going to talk about the Timberwolves, matter of fact. So, you got Anthony Edwards, you got Rudy Gobert, you got Cat. I can't see it personally, but maybe they got something planned that we don't see coming, because Carlton Towns, he's a good player. He's a good player. No disrespect to Carlton Towns. Carlton Towns is a very good player, but you putting that with Rudy Gobert, someone who cannot space the floor, who's not as great as he think he is defensively wise, in my opinion. Like, and the NBA players be talking about it too. Many posterizations. Like, Rudy Gobert is not all of that, and like I said, he can't shoot on the offensive side. So I feel like you put in that with Cat. Maybe Cat slides into the 4 and he's gonna be out on the 3-point line. That might help, but I feel like the paint's still gonna be clogged up. Rudy Gobert in there. Anthony Edwards. Anthony's a dog. Do not get me wrong. That boy Anthony is a dog. But I just don't see this mixing. Like I said, maybe they know something that we don't. Then we got the Pelicans. I feel like the Pelicans are going to make a big jump, because CJ McCullough came in late with the trading, and they still made the play-in. And then they made the playoffs. I think, yeah, they made the playoffs because they had to go against the Suns. I feel like with Zion coming back, you got CJ McCollum there playing a full season. You got Brandon Ingram, who is underrated in my eyes. Like, the Pelicans are a nice team over there. Like, I believe in the Pelicans. They making the playoffs. We're not gonna talk about the Spurs. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm wearing a shirt. Let's go ahead and get into the Lakers, right? So, Lakers. What are we doing? We have Patrick Beverley, Kendrick Nunn, Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook, and Lonnie Walker. What are we doing? Like, bro, I hope before the season start that Russell is gone, because it just doesn't mix. Everyone know the recipe for LeBron. LeBron needs to be the primary ball handler. Well, it worked so well with Kyrie, because Kyrie was like a scoring guard. He ain't gonna take too many dribbles. He about to do what he got to do, and he's gonna score. Russell need the ball in his hand 24/7 to be successful. Kyrie don't do that. Kyrie can be a catch and shoot person too. So it just worked out. Like Mario Chalmers, he gonna do what he got to do, and he's going to the cup. He was a catch and shoot. Same thing. Like, that's the recipe for LeBron's success. You've seen the way LeBron has won in the past. So why changing it up late in his career, thinking getting a primarily ball dominant ball handler, thinking that's gonna work? And Russ is late in his career too. Like, it just doesn't clash. Then you have AD, always getting hurt. Granted, you can't do nothing about the injuries, are a part of the game. But I feel like they should trade Russ for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. If they trade him for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, I feel like the Lakers are a championship team. You have everything you need. You got Buddy Hield and shooter. You got Patrick Beverley going to be guarding the guards, being that offensive initiator, being that enforcer, being that defensive person, being that glue guy. You got Braun. Braun is Braun. We don't need to say nothing about him. And if AD, let me put it like this. If AD and Braun can stay healthy a full season, that's already, in my eyes, can be a championship team. You're just filling around the pieces. As of right now, the pieces are not right. But if Braun and AD are 100% healthy, I like their chances against anybody, because it's Braun and AD. And then, okay, Suns. With the Suns, I don't see them being the number 1 seed again. Yes, they're going to make the playoffs because it's still CP and D Book. You got to give them boys their respect. They got some nice pieces over there, with DeAndre Ayton re-signing. They got Mikal Bridges. They shopping Jay Crowder. I don't know what they're going to get in return for him, but them Suns are still nice. Yes, they're going to make the playoffs, but I do not see them winning the championship. That window closed when they lost against the Bucks. So, what are the Suns going to do unless they got something big planned? I don't know. I do not see the Suns winning the championship. Who do I feel like that's going to come out of the West, if we talking about everyone 100% healthy? It's between the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Warriors. Now, y'all probably saying, why you just say the Lakers? You always got to say the Lakers just because Bron is there, okay? That's the only reason why I'm saying it, because Bron is there. But as far as the Clippers and the Warriors, like I said, because the Warriors are coming back 100% healthy. And they got James Wiseman coming back. You got Jordan Poole's going to be more confident. You got Andrew Wiggins going to be more confident. You got Klay Thompson going to be able to play a full season. Like, the Warriors are dangerous. And then you got the Clippers, who I mentioned, who are a dangerous team, bro. We all know what happened when Kawhi Leonard missed, I think, 2.5 years with the Suns, then got traded to the Raptors. The following year, he won the championship. Now, Kawhi Leonard don't miss 2 years again. He's coming back this year. All I'm saying is when Kawhi is 100% healthy, he's a different animal. And you got Paul George, your second star, with you. I'm liking the Clippers. I'm not going to lie. So those are my top three. I'm going to say top three, but it's really top two between the Warriors and the Clippers. And honestly, I would lean more towards the Clippers. I'm not going to lie. I really feel like the Clippers can do it this year. I don't know why, but I feel like the Clippers going to do it. All right. So now we're going to get into the East. With the East, you got Miami Heat, you got the Celtics, you got the Bucks, you got the 76ers, you got the Bulls, you got the Nets, you got the Hawks. Oh my gosh, bro. You got the Pacers. Like, the East is better than the West now. And it never used to be like that. It was always the West was better than the East. But I feel like the East is better than the West this year. And low-key last year. But, alright, so we're going to start off with the Heat. The Heat did not make any trades this offseason. They're coming back with the same team. So I don't feel like they're going to go to the championship. It's just something about the Heat. Like, they're going to go to the playoffs, yes. They're going to make it deep. But I don't feel like they're there yet to compete for a championship. Kyle Lowry did not have a great playoff run. I don't know what was up with him, whether he was injured or not. But Jimmy Butler was really the only one doing it. Tyler Hero was falling off every now and then. Bam Adebayo was getting shut down. So I feel like the Heat did not make any moves to upgrade their roster. So I don't feel like they're going to the playoffs, yes. Let's not get that mistaken. But I don't feel like they're enough to compete for a championship. Next, you have the Celtics. Now, I said the Bucks are the best team in the East and really the best team in the NBA. I kind of feel like that. But with the Celtics adding Malcolm Brogdon, I really feel like the Celtics are low-key the best team in the NBA now. Because they was competing with the Warriors. Do not get that mistaken. The reason why the Warriors beat the Celtics because the Celtics were young and inexperienced. The Warriors run the same play, same defensive scheme they've been doing since they've been playing the Cavs. But Celtics first time finally going up against us on the big stage, on the bright lights, against the big moments. You got to run around, you got to chase Curry, you got to run around, you got to chase Clay all 48 minutes. You're fatigued and them boys still running. Like, the Celtics they was unexperienced and, they was young. But I feel like the Celtics, in a sense, was competing with the Warriors. They just made a few mistakes every now and then. And you could tell as far as, like, ball handling. They have Malcolm Brogdon now. So you can start Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams. And you can have your bench being Derek White, Al Horford, and Peyton Pritchard. Like, I feel like the Celtics are good. So that's why I feel like the Celtics low-key are the best team in the East. They should be. Top three teams is the Bucks, Celtics, and the Nets. Now, the Nets should be foregone the best team in the East because of KD and Kyrie. Point blank period. Like, it just should be like that. KD and Kyrie on your team, boom, you the best team. That's how it should be. But I feel like the Celtics, Bucks, and the Nets, they're them three top teams in the East for sure. So then we're moving on to the Bucks. Last year I picked the Bucks to win the championship because I feel like the Bucks was the best team. And I believe if Chris Middleton didn't get hurt, he would be the best. They would have won the championship because I feel like they would have beat the Warriors. Like, they match up defensively wise, they match up scoring wise. I don't feel like they have anyone to guard Giannis. So I feel like the Bucks would have won the championship if Chris Middleton didn't get hurt. But that's just my opinion. But the Bucks are going to be good. I'm not worried about the Bucks. They're going to the playoffs because Middleton come back and they're going to give somebody a run for their money. They're going deep in the playoffs again. Next, we have the 76ers. 76ers got bounced out by Miami Heat. James Harden was not himself, you can tell. But James Harden never really had a full season to rest. It was his hamstring. He played through it. And then the season came back around super quick and he never ever fully rested because he went to the Nets, then got traded to the 76ers. So James Harden have a full off season to rest. They got some pieces. They picked up Montrez. They got PJ Tucker. So 76ers going to the playoffs for sure. I see them being in a top 6 seed, top 6, top 5 seed maybe. But let's see what the 76ers do. Let's see what a full James Harden healthy do. Joel Embiid is going to be Joel. You can't stop him. He's just a beast, straight up. But let's talk about these Nets, okay? Because the Nets are talented. I don't know what's going wrong up with them. They have Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, T.J. Warren, Ben Simmons, Royce O'Neal, that boy Nick on Claxton. Like, the Nets are stacked, and that's what Patty Mills. Like, that's what people are not understanding. The Nets are stacked. Like, they are good. So I feel like the Nets should win the championship this year. No questions about it. The finals, okay, my picks. It should be Clippers versus Nets. That's what the finals should be. Because I don't see why not. You got KD and you got Kyrie. If KD top 5, Kyrie top 5, why they not in the championship? Straight up. Then you got Ben Simmons. That's all I'm saying. Next, we got the Hawks. The Hawks are going to be a sleeper, okay? Them getting DeJounte Murray is a great pickup for them. When they was playing the Heat, Trae Young and the Hawks were getting exposed. They was picking up Trae Young full court. That boy was tired. He was gassed. He's the only ball handler out there. And then they hunting him on the defensive side. So Trae Young cannot rest. You throw in DeJounte Murray, another ball handler, someone who can run pick and roll. He been working on his jump shot now. He got a nice mid-range. He can shoot the 3. He can space the floor. He can take pressure off Trae Young. Trae Young can play at 2. You can play both of them simultaneously at the same time now. And DeJounte Murray is a dog on the defensive end. He's going to take the primary point guard on the other opposing team, so Trae Young can low-key kind of rest or guard the least player that's going to have the ball in their hands the most. So that was a great pickup for the Hawks. They really needed that. Now, the Hawks, I don't know why they traded Cam Reddish, and then we gave him up for nothing. I feel like they didn't have time to, really build with Cam Reddish, give him time to develop. But, hey, bring him over here. Bring Cam to the Lakers. But, the Lakers want everybody, not going to lie to you. Next, we're going to talk about them Cavs. Oh, my gosh. Them Cavs. So, Cavs, top 5 for sure. Top 5 in the East for sure. For sure. They got Donovan Mitchell. We all know Donovan going crazy. Like, I used to say all the time, get Donovan either out of there or get Donovan some help. Like, Donovan always carrying that team. And now you have him with Darius Garland, Karis LeVert, Evelyn Mobley, and Jared Allen. And then Kevin Love coming off the bench. Like, bro, the Cavs are good, and they're gonna be a fun team to watch. You're gonna have Donovan Mitchell coming at you and Darius Garland coming at you. Like, they're gonna be a fun team to watch. And then you have the Hornets. We're not gonna talk about the Hornets too much because the Hornets are the Hornets. It's like you don't expect them to do good, but they got some good players on their team. We're not even gonna talk about the Knicks because I don't understand why Jalen Brunson. I mean, I understand in the sense you signed for the money, I guess, but I don't know why you would leave the Mavericks. Like, that's just my opinion. And then Wizards, Pacers, Pistons, Magic. We're not even worried about them. Okay, we ain't talk about the Bulls and we ain't talk about the Raptors. The Raptors are kind of weird, like they don't have no superstar on their team, but they always make it to the playoffs and they be giving teams a run for their money. Like, that's weird to me. Like, they don't have no superstar, but the Raptors are good. Which says a great thing about your team. Like, you don't need no superstar. Which is also like how they won the championship. Like, the Raptors was already a good team. And then you just put a superstar on the team. So the Raptors are still a good team. You just don't have no superstar no more. That's how I look at it. And next you have the Bulls. No one talked about it enough, but DeMar DeRozan went on this crazy scoring stretch when he was just like 40, 38, 37, 36, 42, 44. Like, DeMar was going crazy for a while carrying them boys. And they made the playoffs, but, they didn't. They went up against the Bucks and they lost. But I don't know what's going on with them because they can't stay healthy long enough. You got Alex Caruso always coming in and out of the lineup. They really need Lonzo, man. They really need Lonzo, that ball handler, someone who can guard. Like, when all 4 of them was on the court together, you had DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, Lonzo Ball. They was fun to watch. They was meshing well, defensively wise. They was hard because you got Alex Caruso and Lonzo both chasing. Then DeMar and Zach LaVine, they're decent defenders. And then that's 4 people on the offensive side who can score. Like, they was fun to watch. Then Alonzo went down, and it just seemed like everything went downhill after that. And they didn't make any moves in the offseason that I know of. So I feel like the Bulls are still going to make the playoffs. They're going to be a top 7 seed for sure, but they didn't make too many moves, and I don't know what's going on with Lonzo. Lonzo and his knee just can't get it right, but those are my picks. I feel like the Nets and the Warriors will be going. I'm sorry, Nets and the Clippers are going to be going to the finals. And let's say top five for the West, right? If we going in, no, top 5 for the East, if we go in order, okay? I'm going to say the Nets. I'm going to say the Celtics. I'm going to say the Bucks. I'm going to say the Cavs. I'm going to say the Heat. When we do top 6, then the 76ers. That's what I feel like. Now, as far as the West, I feel like it's going to be the Warriors, the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Suns, the Mavs, the Lakers. That'd be my top 6. That's if the Lakers keep Russ. Because if they don't, then, like I said, if they get Buddy Hield and my Turner, they getting up. Because that's everything they need to win the championship. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on that noti. That helped me, that boosts up the algorithm. Like I said, I do hope you enjoyed this video. And let me know down in the comments. Give me feedback, talk to me. Like I said, I love to talk basketball. So, anyways, it's been your boy Kobe. Peace.